Hey there, everybody, just doing a review for this LOKITHOR AW401 portable jump starter. And so, yeah, this is a jump starter, an air compressor, and a pressure washer all in one. Yeah, so this is a pretty nifty device. I gotta say, it's a pretty awesome device. Having a jump starter, air compressor, and a pressure washer all in one in this small of a form factor is just really interesting to see. I have to say, what you get in the box with this AW401 jump starter though is quite a few accessories. And so you do get the jump starting cables right over here. You get an air hose, for the air compressor. Right over here is the car charging cable, a Type C to Type A charging cable, a Type C to Type C charging cable. You get these nozzles that you would use to connect to this jump starter, with the outlet and the inlet hose at the front and the back. I already have two of the connectors connected to the jump starter already because I've already done some testing so far, and I'm pretty impressed. Of course, the pressure washing feature isn't going to be very strong in comparison to like full-sized pressure washers, but still like pretty strong. And I'm going to be showing that in this review as well. But yeah, what I do have right here though is like an extra nozzle right up here. This is a key that you would use to tighten up these connectors. And this is the washer. And so the washer right over here would go inside this connector right there. And then you would, put it in there and tighten it. But yeah, anyways, connecting these to the inlet and outlet hoses on the jump starter was pretty easy for me to do, and I'm going to be showing you guys how the pressure washing feature actually works. You do also get these air hose connectors as well, depending on what you're using the air compressor for. If you're just filling up a car tire like I was in my testing, I just used this connector and it worked just fine. You also get the inlet hose right over here. And so yeah, this is going to be going at the back of the jump starter. And so this end would go into the water source that you're pulling from. And this is just a way to keep it in place. And this would go, in the back. And right over here, this is the outlet hose. And so this end right over here would go right here. And this is the other end. And so yeah, it actually comes with this, which is pretty cool. The attachment, and it has all sorts of different settings: shower, full, center, cone, stream. And you can increase or decrease water pressure by going up and down on this. Just taking a look at the manual real quick, so that yeah, this is a 2500 peak current jump starter. On the jump starting side, that is, it's able to jump start 8.5 liter gas engine vehicles and 6.5 liter diesel engine vehicles that use a 12 volt battery to start with. In terms of the size, it does have a 10 by 5 by 6 inch form factor. I'm not too sure about the weight. The weight isn't told in the manual. I can't find the weight right now. Maybe I'm just being blind. It does have a 74 watt hour capacity that is able to deliver, I think, about 50 jump starts. And overall, an impressive unit. I'm just gonna put everything aside to take a closer look at this AW401 jump starter, and I will be right back. All right, guys. So just back with the LOKITHOR AW401 jump starter, and right at the front, as you can see, it has these buttons. You can press the power button to turn on the unit. The wash button is what you would hold down to actually use the pressure washer feature. The DC output button is going to turn on the DC output port that I think has a 12 volt to 16.8 volt 10 amp output right over here. Right down here, this yellow circled DC port is the input port that you would use with the included car charging cable. I can press that, or no, I can hold it down, and this is going to turn on that DC output port at the top right there. Hold it back down again. I personally don't have any devices that would work with the DC output port, but if you do, yeah, there it is. Right over here, this is the flashlight button. I think I can just hold this down. It's going to turn on this 500 lumen flashlight off to the side. It is very bright. Yeah, this is like a very bright flashlight. It's going to be very helpful in case your power goes out, or in case you need it to like look at your battery while you're jump starting it. There it is. That's 500 lumens right there. It does have a flashing mode. Oh, yikes. It does have a SOS mode as well. And that's about it. The screen on this jump starter, it shows the battery capacity remaining, the PSI setting. I think it also shows the voltage of the battery that you're jump starting, and it also shows the remaining runtime when you're using the pressure washer feature, which is really cool. And right over here, this plus and minus button is going to be used to adjust the desired PSI pressure that you want the tire to be at when you're filling it up. And so once the air compressor reaches the desired PSI pressure, it automatically shuts off. So that's a pretty cool thing. And you also have the option of changing between PSI to BAR as well, right there. You can hold down the pump button to turn on the air compressor. Let me just go ahead and do that right now. This is going to be pretty loud, so just a warning. Yeah, there we go. I just did that for a second, but yeah, it is pretty loud. I'm gonna be showing the air compressor feature in this review. Under this flap is the jump starting port. Under this one, as I mentioned before, these are the DC ports. The output port at the top, input port at the bottom. Right over here is the Type C port that's able to output and input 60 watts of power delivery. This is the Type A quick charge port that's able to output 18 watts. And as I mentioned before, this is the outlet. So this is where you would connect this yellow wire into. I'm going to be showing that in this review as well. Over the back, I think, yeah, this is where the inlet port is. That's where you would connect this blue hose right there, and it gives you a few instructions as well, and it's even noted inlet, and over the front it's noted as outlet. At the top is a handle that's it's a type of flex handle, so it's easier to carry. Right here is the air hose for the air compressor right there, and this is where you would just screw on the air hose that's included in the box as well. And yeah, that's really about it. Alright, you guys, so just back with the LOKITHOR AW401 jump starter, and so right over here I'm testing out the charging ports. I'm charging my Lenovo laptop via the Type C port, and I'm charging it at about 31 watts. And I'm charging my Galaxy Note 9 from the Type A port, and I'm able to fast charge it at the same time. Alright, guys, so just back with the LOKITHOR jump starter, and I am testing out the Type C recharging. I'm using this VaultMe 140 watt wall charger. Just a reminder that you will need a 60 watt power delivery wall charger or higher in order to recharge this jump starter at 60 watts. And in this case, it looks like I am able to recharge it at 60 watts. As you can see right over here, this EcoFlow power station screen is reading 62 watts. Let me go ahead and test out the carb recharging as well to see how this performs. All right, there we go. Let me just unplug the Type C port and plug in the included car charging cable right there. And yeah, looks like I'm able to recharge the jump starter at 60 watts as well using the included car charging cable. Alright, you guys, so just doing a pretty quick air compressor test for this LOKITHOR AW401 jump starter. And so what I have over here is my tire. I brought it down to about 22 psi. I'm gonna try to fill it up to 40 psi to see how long that takes, to see how long the air compressor is able to take the air pressure from 22 psi all the way to 40 psi. And yeah, that's really about it. Let me go and get this started right now. Let me just hold down the pump button, I suppose. There we go, and start this timer. me stop that. So it took about 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the air compressor to take the tire from 22 psi to 40 psi, and it automatically shut down once it reached the desired air pressure. And so yeah, the air compressor feature works really well on this jump starter. Maybe not as powerful as a gas station air compressor, but you know, it works well. Alright you guys, so I just want to show you how the jump starting feature works with this LOKITHOR jump starter. You know, my battery is not dead, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how you would jump start your car. And so you can just press the power button right over here to turn it on, and then you can just connect the cable clamps to the negative and positive terminals on your battery. Oh, just gotta bring it closer to the battery though. Okay. And just like that. And I think it's actually going to show the voltage of the battery that you're jump starting. Yeah, you're right there. You know, once again, my battery is not dead, but I just want to show you how it would work. And also when this green light turns on, that shows that you're ready to jump start your car, basically. Alright, you guys, so just outside testing out the pressure washer feature for this LOKITHOR jump starter. And so right over here, you know, I do have the connector connected to the inlet back port right over here. You know, this type of hose connection is just a type of snap-on connection. So, you know, you don't have to worry about any like righty-tighty or lefty-loosey type of thing. It's just push and it should just snap on, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's snapped on now. Usually hear a snapping noise, but didn't hear it this time. That's fine, to be honest. And so right over here, I do have a bucket of water that I'm going to be using as my water source. And so one thing about this whole setup is that you have to make sure that the inlet water hose is straight, and that there are no tangles in it. Otherwise, it doesn't work at all. Because I was having that problem where I didn't have water being pulled from this point, and it's because the inlet water hose had you know, a bit of a tangle. So you just got to double check for that. And right over here is the outlet hose that I'm using. That's obviously included in the box. And so yeah, you just gotta snap this on just like the other hose as well. And so just like this. Yep, heard that click sound, and it is connected, I hope. Oh, there we go. Heard that click sound for the inlet water hose at the back as well. There we go. And so with that said, I'm pretty sure I can just turn it on. Right over here, this is the hose attachment that comes in the box as well. You know, it has all sorts of different settings: full, shower, center, cone, stream, mist, vertical, flat, and full. Oh, shower, center. Did I already read those? I'm pretty sure I just read those, didn't I? Yeah, but anyways, this one also snaps on. You know, once again, it's not a screw in type of thing. It's just like that. You know, I already did some testing already. That's why there's water in the hose, but snap it back on just like that. Pretty nice feature, to be honest. And also this screen right over here on the jump starter shows the estimated runtime when you're using the pressure washer feature, and you're going to see that in just a second. You can just go and turn it on just like that. I'm going to go ahead and just angle the camera this way. I am on the ground right now. It's just easier for me to film this way. And so once, oh boy, a bunch of bugs on me right now. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it on, see what happens. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it's a bit loud, but there we go. That's the stream setting. That is the mist setting. That is the vertical setting right there. Flat setting. That is the full setting. Got the shower setting right there. And also wanted to show you the estimated runtime on the screen. As you can see, showing 58 minutes. Oh boy. And yeah, that's all there really is to the pressure washer feature. That's really about it. I used a decent amount of water right there. You know, this was filled all the way up to about here, and it just, you know, went all the way down there. All right, guys, so just my final thoughts for the LOKITHOR AW401 jump starter. You know, a pretty solid device. This is many things put into one. You know, it's a jump starter, air compressor, a charger, and a light pressure washer all in one. It also has a pretty bright LED flashlight off to the side of the unit. But, you know, just a reminder, when you're using the pressure washer feature, you know, make sure that the inlet hose is like straight and there are no curls or twisting with the inlet hose. Otherwise, like, the pressure washer feature doesn't work. At least that's what I ran into. You know, I just had to do some troubleshooting, had to figure out what was going on, and, you know, I just like moved this around a bit, and then the water started to pull through. And also the accessories that come in the box with this jump starter is pretty insane. You get nearly everything that you would need to use the unit. The only thing that I wish that they did add was a wall charger, so you could recharge the unit via the Type-C port right out of the box. But they did include a car charging cable, which you know, kind of makes up for that. And so yeah, overall a pretty solid product. I will have a link to the product page down in the description below. I will also have a link to the review article over at chargerharbor.com in case you want to read a review for the unit as well. And I will see you all on the next video. All right, goodbye.